Hey everybody, it's Tafony here once again. Hope you're doing well. Today we're running with the Later Audio for fuzz's sake. It is a 10 HP fuzz face for your rack, and it sounds like this. That's going to go into the FFS. If I listen to first, I'm going to forego the pickup until we talk about it in a second, but I just know if you are familiar with all these things, we're going to start in the buffer mode, and then I'll talk about the pickup sim in a bit. Here is the gnarly circuit on top with its own output here, so the gnarly output going in now. So this is Germanium based with a couple different controls. Now you have sort of an input attenuator here for all of them, which I think is kind of interesting. You get this sort of resonant filterness to it too, and I don't know what causes that, but it sounds really nice. And a couple things right off the rip. This thing is stupid cheap, and I appreciate that a lot. But that means that there's no CV inputs whatsoever. So it really is like a guitar pedal in the Eurorack format. And I'm okay with that, but just know that like when I'm listening to this right now, I really want to like modulate this. You got to do it with your fingers. And that's okay. So I can turn that down, but crank up the output level, or turn down the output level and crank up the input level, or both. See how my sine wave has quickly became a square, which is a very classic fuzz thing. Let's try a different, let's go through the different controls. On the Germanium side, we have drive, which is interesting here because I got nothing, and then pop. And I'm not sure why that is. But I'm okay with it. We have pulse. Okay. And I'm okay with all of these things just because it's nice to have a gnarly fuzz with all of its crazy quirks. I'm okay with that. Drive down. It does kind of give it some sort of PWME-ness. Wonder if that's sort of what's happening here. Feedback, if you want it to get extra gnarly. But again, there's lots of, yeah, see. And no manual for this one, which I'm generally pretty frustrated by. But when it comes to like a distortion like this, I'm kind of like, you just gotta kind of roll with it. It's okay. We have a mid EQ as well. And all of these seems to just like pop towards the end. And I don't mean like clip, it just seems like there's like all this range in between, and then it just like jumps. And that's okay. I guess maybe it's like hopping into bypass mode. Feedback down. Yeah. So there's this glitch circuit as well. And I think this is supposed to be like a battery starver. And it just makes it, to my ears, just like more and more square. Drive up, level down, mids up. With that PWM over sign, yeah. Well, I guess it's not modulation, it's just Tafony's fingers. But there's also noise gate, which I can totally crank up to stop it completely in this incarnation, but because I'm droning, you won't really hear a whole lot going on. Maybe we can change that by running this through a low-pass gate, and I'll show you how that looks. Input going in. Let's do that, and we'll just excite that. So to demonstrate this noise gate, I don't find it feeds back too much. Like, it's not like, when you don't have a guitar amp or anything going, like, you're not getting that sort of feedback that I associate with, like, cranking up a fuzz and then needing a noise gate like I do with a bass guitar, because there's no, like, audible microphone. It's not, like, swelling or anything, but there are some things to be done with that. So if we bring up my decays, you can do that. So, okay, so it does change the tone too, right? If there's space in between. And you really notice that glitch circuit. Yeah. So that's the silicon. And I want to talk to you about the pickup sim. So right now we've been in the buffer mode, which I believe essentially bypasses it. But if we go back to our sine wave, this is the pickup sim. Not hearing a lot on there. Buffer puts it more up to line level. Noise gate doesn't apply to it. Okay. No feedback does, though. Interesting. Yeah. Pickup sim, ahoy. Let's go over to the oomph circuit, which is the silicon one, which is supposed to be better for basses. Yes. Pick our sustain down, our pulse width at the middle, our level all the way up, our tone at noon, and listen to that. It's funny, the sustain circuit will just starve it completely. Up it goes. And our pulse width has become this crazy shark tooth looking thing. And I do really wish you got like PWM over this pulse circuit, I'll just say that right now. But fuzz circuit here, crank that up, tone up. And they say this is better for basses, but like, it gets it really shrill too. And I'm not complaining, because we love shrill. I do find, yeah, when you turn the level down a little bit, it just like, I think it's giving it more headroom, I guess. If you want bass, it's in there. I do wish you got 2 inputs, I'll say that too. It'd be nice to use these independently or in series. But yeah, enough pure sine waving. Last thing is the mix output, so you get both. If we turn them both up, our pulses and our shark tooth looking thing have turned into this crazy cacophony. Yes. Glitch up, gate up, pulse up, drive up, sustain up. And then let's use that. Okay. Maybe there is a spot where you need that noise gate. There it is. Check. What I did find before was this thing was kind of microphonic. Now all I'm hearing is noise at the moment, but yeah, it's a crazy one. In goes our sequence, and yeah, there you go. Okay, so it is feeding back. max width. Drive it. Now let's try the pickup sim. Interesting. Makes it a lot more... Is it bypassing the fuzz circuit? If only there was a manual. Glitch down, gate down. Nope. Oh, that's just the feedback probably. Okay. There's also an audible drop-off. There's an audible drop-off when you jump between pickup sim and buffer, so it'll go... Yeah. I don't know if I care too much for the pickup sim, at least in this patch. We'll try something else, though. Glitch up. Get up. Yeah, when you crank the level, it's just like it loses a little bit of headroom, so better to drive it out later. Interesting. So there's the germanium and silicone. Anyway, enough of that. What I really want to do is send some drums at it, so take that output and try and output our drums. Let's listen to the germanium first. Go over to my second sequence and play it. In come my mixes. No bypass. Let's go down to a somewhat normal sound. Drive down, mid EQ down, feedback down. Yes. Glitch. It almost sounds like EQ to my ears, but maybe changes based on other settings too. So here's the dry, just to hear it. In goes the for fuzz's sake. Listening to that germanium side. Yeah, I gotta leave it some headroom. Glitch out. Pulse down. EQ. Yeah. Glitch. Let's try the oomph circuit. Definitely bassier. And it's gone. Kick out. I like that because it kind of creates like a mid scoop, right? You have this like high end from the top. Pickups in now. Okay, that sounds good here. I don't really know the specifics of what's going on to simulate a pickup here, but it's not microphonic, right? Or magnet phonic. Let's try a different sequence. Back to the buffer. That's pretty gnarly. Yes. Oh, that glitch is going. I like it. The only thing you probably want to use this as an effect send. Not completely wet, right? Which I guess I could do. But I won't. Yeah. Yes. This is FFS at its best. Pulse. PWM. Performance tools. Mix it. It's a high pass, but tons of noise. Oh, there's, yeah. Some, less disgustingness. Yeah. I don't know what's going on in this feedback circuit. Maybe it needs more space to breathe, like between triggers or between sounds. Oh, there we go. Pick up sim. Wonder if this is better with a different source. Ooh. Yes. And just for reference, here's the dry. Like, it can be tasteful and not completely destructive, like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fuzz. And I'm all about that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Switch over to my other sequence. High pass filter, go. Reverb in. Over to sequence 2. Kick out. Yeah. Pick up sim. Space farts. I think I prefer the buffer mode, at least for these drums so far. Yeah. Adjusting that input level helps, though, for sure. Just glitch it out, reverb 2. Data bender out. There's a lot of noise, though. Ooh. Let's just try the oomph circuit. It does, I don't know if there's some feedback going on with this knob or something, but it does sound different to listen to just the oomph output rather than mixing these two, right? Like, listen. Rather than mixing the gnarly all the way down, right? Switch over that. It's a little bit different. Yeah. So good. All right, yeah. Fuzz face for your rack. That's what it says on the tin. I mean, who doesn't want a fuzz face in the rack? All right, I'm Tafony. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that crap. The YouTube's always on my case, but not promoting you. See you in the next video. Take care.